Hey, what's up guys? This is a video response to Alex, the Underground Vault 300 sub contest. It's going to start off here with my favorite concert ever. It was actually one of my first concerts I've ever been to. It was in 1997, August. I remember I went with my cousin, and it was Wu-Tang Clan, Rage Against the Machine, and Atari Teenage Riot opened, and it was such a fun show. I can't even describe in words how awesome it was. That was, like, I think the best show I've ever been to. The stadium, it was at this place called the Meadows Music Theater, which basically the whole place got torn down. I think there was like 40 or 50 grand worth of damage, and I don't know, man. But it was great. It was such a good time. That's probably the best show I've been to. I've been to a bunch of shows, but that's the one that stands out the most. Plus, it was one of my first ones, so it was really, really awesome. What I'd like to see, and there's a lot of people I'd still like to see. Dilated Peoples I've never seen. I'd like to see them. Madlib I would love to see. A lot of West Coast artists, actually, because they don't come around here that often. A lot of Canadian artists as well, like Mocha Only I'd love to see. A lot of people, basically I guess anyone from Peanuts and Corn I'd probably love to see. I wish I could have seen Gangstar when Guru was still around, but fortunately I didn't get a chance, so that's it. Next question, I guess, was... So next question was my first album ever ordered. Now, I don't know if this is the first one. I know this is one of the first ones I've ever ordered. I don't know if it's the exact first one, because I was ordering stuff back in like the late 90s from mail order and early 2000s. I know this was one of the first ones. It was Anticon and Deep Puddle Dynamics. Split Minimax. If you don't know what a Minimax is, it's basically it's a CD which looks like this. It's just like a little tiny CD. The music is just on that silver part, obviously, and the rest is blank, but it looks pretty cool, and that's what it is. This came out in 2002. Only has 3 tracks on it, and yeah, I still got it. I was really big into Anticon and all that kind of stuff. So, and this is still a dope ass CD. Yeah, I don't know. That was my first one that I can remember. So, next question. Favorite instrumental album. My favorite instrumental album, which comes to mind, like, I was thinking about it, and the first thing that comes to mind, and I kept always going back to, was DJ Shadow, Preemptive Strike. This is probably my favorite instrumental album. This is like a compilation of his, and I think it's one of his best. A lot of influences came from this album. I mean, my own influences came from this album right here, and I don't know, he's just been in it for so long, doing it for so long, and he knows what he's doing. So my favorite producer album, and again, first thing that came to mind was Mad Villain. MF and Madlib. I don't know what to say about this album other than it's dope. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone knows about producers' albums. Is Marley Martin, Control Volume 1. This was one of the first albums I've ever heard, and it's stuck with me ever since, too. It's got a bunch of dope people on here. Let's see, pretty much everybody. Craig G, Heavy D, Biz Markie, Master Ace, Cool G Rap, Big Daddy Kane, Roxanne Shante, MC Shan. It's got basically the whole crew on the back there, and obviously produced by Marley Marr, promo copy. But yeah, so that's another one. That's one of the older ones, and I guess Madlib would be the newer one. I don't know. But so next question. Okay, name 3 to 5 underrated artists or albums. Actually, I'm sorry, I said underrated albums, in my opinion. So I guess I'm just going to name artists, because albums, I don't know. Underrated artists, I think Constant Deviants are really, really underrated. They've been around since the 90s, and they're still so dope, and they don't get enough love as they should. Who else? Let's see. Educated Consumers, I think, are really, really underrated. A group from, I believe they're from Minneapolis. You know what, I should have probably researched this a little bit better, but I'm sorry, I'm sick, I'm not feeling too good. So yeah, Educated Consumers, I'm not sure where they're from, somewhere from the Midwest. I'm pretty sure they're from Minneapolis. Again, Mocha Only, I think, is another underrated artist. Mocha Only is so dope in my opinion. He has so many albums he produces, he raps, and he just... Another one, 6'2". This is actually a split EP between Mocha Only and 6'2". 6'2 is another artist from Canada. He also does a lot of production, plus he raps. So, and that was basically it, what came to mind. I mean, there's a bunch of underrated people I could name. I think Braille is really, really good from Lightheaded. The whole Lightheaded collective actually is really good. Chesky from the label Fake 4 is really dope. There's a producer called Factor from Canada, which basically everything I've heard from him I've loved. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess that's it when it comes to mine. So, Alex, congrats on the 300 subs, and peace, everybody.